closing thoughts?
That was fantastic. I really enjoyed our stay here. I think Port Angeles really makes sense as a hub for exploring Olympic National Park. I can see why so many people recommended it. There's not too much to do in the city itself, but it was the perfect proximity to a bunch of things that we did, so I'm pretty happy with it.
Great location, hotel, but not too bad. Looking forward to heading to Seattle. See you guys at the next location. Is it that one? Where are we?
Soldier Falls.
I'm gonna tell the vlog where we actually are.
We are at the Japanese garden in Seattle, and it's one of the most famous Japanese gardens there is. Just photos. Photos are you scared of people? Alan's making me record my reflection, but my hands are kind of tired, so I don't really want to hold this out super far like that. So I'm just gonna tell you like this. It was nice. I really enjoyed this cute little park. I'm really glad that we did this because it was nice for me to just meander and to just enjoy the vibes. And I had read about this garden years ago and never thought that I would actually make it out here to check it out. So I'm really glad that I did. What do you think?
Botanical garden was like any regular botanical garden, I think. Okay, sure. What do you want to say to the vlog?
I'm hunting for gold.
Okay, what are we doing?
Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes. I really need a neck pillow for this flight because I have to work the following morning and I'm gonna be so exhausted and busted if I don't have my neck pillow to sleep well on this flight. But we also really need to catch our flight. So if I can't find it in 5 minutes, we're dipping. We did it.
What do we do?
Let me see.
Show the timer.
We got 2 minutes and 46 seconds left on the clock. And we found the travel pillow. We're leaving Seattle. We are leaving my auntie and uncle's house. I'm glad that I finally got to meet the family, and we went to Pike Place and got really good crab and stuff today. We had really good seafood, walked around Pike Place, saw more of Seattle proper, and that was really cool. And I don't know if it's just the good vibes or that I miss my auntie and uncle so much, but I can see myself living in Seattle.
Yeah, I enjoyed Seattle a lot. It was really fun. We went to some scenery place first before we went to Pike Place.
Oh
right?
yeah, Cary Park.
Then we went to Pike Place and we had lunch. And then we walked around Pike Place for a little bit.
I guess because it's called Pike Place, I've just thought it was like a fish market, but it's actually a collection of buildings and smaller markets that include like farmers market, the fish market of course, and like an artist market, which was really cool. And we met one of the owners, like an art store in Pike Place, and we talked to the owner and learned more about this whole process of getting a permanent shop in Pike Place. So it's all mom and pop shops, no chains except for Starbucks, because Starbucks also had started at Pike Place. And the original store is there. We got to see it. It's just interesting to learn about all the effort that is put behind maintaining this genuine and authentic small business community. That's Pike Place.
And then we had lunch. We are still full from lunch. And then we tried to have dinner, and that didn't work out so well either. But overall, great time, great hospitality.
We had a little dinner party last night. That was nice.
Oh yeah. Oh, we also went. What did we do yesterday?
Yesterday we went to the Soldier Falls garden.
We went to a cafe after the botanical garden.
Oh yes. It was very random because it was just kind of in like past several days we got to see it.
And, sad to leave,
Yeah.
but maybe one day when you start your art store, we can come back and we can hang out, work remote, all that good stuff. So
Yeah.
looking forward to traveling more in the future. Look at that. Beautiful on the day we leave.
Oh. How do you feel? So we're about to fly back to New York. They're starting the boarding process. How do you feel? What would you rate this trip overall? Out of 10 sea otters.
8 sea otters.
I give it a 9. Give
I
it
was
a
going
9.
to go 8.5, but
9 sea otters. I would give it the last sea otter if we saw a sea otter.